Well, hey folks. Took me a bit to realize that somehow I've at this point done 10 Let's Plays on this channel. When did this happen? I don't know. But either way, since I feel like that's, you know, a pretty reasonably big milestone, to have done 10 Let's Plays is a lot. So I thought it would be nice to just have a nice little clip show of funny and memorable moments that have happened over these past 10 LPs, because it's definitely been a lot of fun doing this stuff, and I hope it's been fun for anyone who's been watching. So yeah, I thought I'd just put this little thing together. I hope you like it. I hope you remember some of these great things. But yeah, let's do it. Have fun watching and all that good stuff. I'd love to leave. I'm in too deep now. We gotta fight him. Yeah, it's a big mouth you got there, buddy. Oh. I mean... He hasn't died. We haven't got the souls. Well, that was... okay. You just kind of went through the wall and... Alright. Oh, there's the souls. Okay, so he gives you 1,000. That's nice. I've never seen that happen before. What the heck? Yes, so these guys can sort of... Excuse me? Do you mind? Well, this is interesting, isn't it? You're just gonna stand there. Alright, fine. I mean, I've never seen that happen before. Yeah, we can just go all out now. Damn. What the hell? One attack. That's... wow. Anyway, there's that one. What the hell? I did not expect that. What the... What is with the space pirates in this playthrough? I've never seen this stuff before, I swear. Look at this. What the heck? Wow. Now this last part, you definitely want to stick on the inside edge here. Because that is going to speed us up a bit, because the other guys, sometimes they don't. Now if we can ram you... Oh! Was that first try? I think that might have been first try. Was it first try? It was first try. Alright, there you go. Thank goodness for that. Oh, that's taken me ages on some occasions, and I'm so glad we got that on the first go. Because that is really just... It can really suck. Just gonna watch us. Oh, he tried to run. Didn't succeed, however. Oh, no. I didn't even see it. Get off! Please. It was bound to happen eventually, wasn't it? Okay, that's alright. We're so close. We're so close. How much does this cost? No! Oh no! This is the thing I worry about with blind LPs like this, is that if anybody who knows this game is watching, I am so sorry, because I'm gonna be awful. It's funny, like, back when I was in high school, I remember my friends used to say, oh, you're so good at games all the time. Well, I'm not always. I'm not gonna be, like, humble about it. It's like, oh, that is... I would not say I'm great at every game ever. I would say I'm good at some games. Whoa, that was funky. But yeah, they need to see me play things for the first time, because I make dumb decisions in, like, the first time I play through things, or I have no idea what I'm doing. This is probably going to be a great example of that. Here's one of these things again. Like, if you want a great example of me not knowing what I'm doing the first time playing a game, I always think of, like, my first playthrough of, Fallout New Vegas, where I picked a bunch of really stupid perks, because I didn't know what they did, or how they worked. Fun. If you don't know about New Vegas, when you pick a perk, there's a level cap for one thing, so you can only get a certain amount of perks. And so, yeah, taking dumb ones is never a good idea. Right, that just gets us around there. But this game doesn't seem horribly complex, which is good. But if there's any genre of game I would say I am bad at, it's real-time strategy. Possibly strategy in general, but the real-time ones, my goodness, I just cannot figure anything out. I just don't have the... I don't even know what the word is. Like, mental capacity to... or like time management to do a bunch of things and figure out what the best strategy is at the current situation and all that stuff. I just do not know. This I actually don't remember the way to go. Are you serious? Come on. Oh, and that was my last... That's not very fair. That really is... I guess I'll get back to there. It'll probably take a few tries knowing my luck. Ah! I mean, I pressed the dodge button before I blocked, but that was what happened there. That was a good one. Alright, sweet. Alright, take two. This time with a bit more feeling and hopefully not rolling off ledges. Are you... I mean, I just said... But, get ready for, like, the greatest sound ever made by man in a second. Here we go. Amazing. Another hallway. It looks like it might be leading to a boss or something. A waiter skeleton. And we got his soul. Hot curry at foes. What? 30 per use. It must be pretty good. What the hell? Why? Why is that a thing? That's amazing. I have a curry. So that does 26 damage. Yeah. I kind of figured the Durga might be better. Why is that a thing? There must be some use to that. I mean, having a soul there for comedic value is pretty funny too. We do have a paladin here, that might be good. Vertigo? I can't help but notice his picture is upside down. I'm gonna try this because it's probably hilarious. Yeah, oh. Okay, this is gonna be interesting, isn't it? At least the UI isn't, but what the heck, this is amazing. Oh, wait. The map's upside down. Oh my god. So, it's upside down on the mini-map, but not on the freaking, like, map screen. Oh my god. And now we come to the land of motion blur. Just look at it. Look at the motion blur. It's everywhere. Ooh. There it is. Okay. We did it. No way. That's it. Wow. That was... What? Not even at half an hour. No way. I expected to be sitting there for at least an hour. And we just did that in 25 minutes, thereabouts. I have no words. Believe me when I say that level is way harder than I just made it look. That level is a bunch of nonsense. I can't believe I did that so quickly. That's crazy to me. Holy cow. Get ready for it. What is it, you ask? It's the motion blur, of course. Don't be silly. What else would it be? Good old Toadsworth. Yep, you can see where this is going. Is that a reference to what I think it is? I never noticed that. What is the one, by the way? I'm kind of curious as to what that is, and we haven't really used that shield ever, so I'm happy to take just a standard paladin. I think that's another thing. Jacking in, excuse me. Oh! Oh! It's the one because it's the Matrix. Why is there a Matrix reference? I was wondering what that, like, thing was all about. Because we saw that on, when we refought the boss. That's hilarious.
Nice hat.
Nice gut.
Let me help.
Oh no, I can guess where this is going. Maybe not.
It seems that we have a common enemy.
That's good.
Xiao.
That's good. That's not gonna hit us. You know what, you wanna keep doing that? I'm cool, man. You go for it. That is so okay with me. Never thought I would be using the bow in this fight. Hey, if this is the way to do it, this is how we're doing it. I don't care how cheap this is. This fight is a nightmare. Look at this. I don't care. This is how I'm doing it. This is how it's happening. You were so dead. Yes. I can't believe this is actually working though. Just keep doing that and we win. Yes! You stupid jerk. And this happens. It turns into a guy. I'm just gonna say this right now. This guy is amazing. Incredibly dazzling man is none other than Prince Peasley. Shing! This guy is probably my favorite character in this game. He's great. I love him. He's awesome. The man's back. The legend himself. Shing. 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 Haven't done that in a while. Shing, by the way, forgot. Shing. Shing. Peasley! What a badass. Best character. But, I think it's time to talk about one of those dumb complaints that I hear. You know how I was saying this game has some dumb complaints from people who don't like it? I think it's time to talk about one of those. So, dumb complaint number one. And I actually hear this about, you know, the other Prime games as well. But, quite often I hear people say there's no story. And I have to very, very highly disagree with that. If you're telling me that the Prime games don't have a story, well, I think you're very incorrect, because that person probably never used the scan visor at all, which is silly. They should, because honestly, the big thing about the story in all the Prime games is how much the scan visor plays into it. Like, it gives you everything. It gives you backstory, it gives you cool info about everything you can see, everything you can find. And to say there's no story is just wrong. Cause like, let's look at Prime 1. If you're just looking at the story all by itself, then sure, maybe there's not much. It's like, oh, Samus goes and fights Ridley and then tries to find him on Talon 4 and discovers some stuff with some blue stuff called Phazon, and then it ends. I mean, yeah, you could kind of argue that, but if you go and look around for the story, if you scan everything, look at all the lore, look at all the interesting stuff, you'll find an interesting backstory that talks about the Chozo and how they, you know, came to be, and how the Phazon came to their planet and stuff. And I think that's always been a really cool aspect of the Prime games, is how the story is its own collectible, if you like. 188 years? That is not true. And yeah, apparently we have bananas in our ears. I think that's a running joke in the Star Tropics games. They like to mention bananas in ears. It'll come up again, trust me. But I think it's time for dumb complaint number 2, which is that, I have to wait around in the safe zones for my health to recharge all the time. No, you don't. You really don't. Like, it's not that bad, and if you want to sit around here for like 30 seconds to get all your health back, then I mean, you go for it, but that's on you and no one else. And like, I don't think that the atmosphere damage is that bad enough to warrant it. Even where we're at now, we've only got like 1 energy tank, and it's still not too bad at the moment. Because like, the point of the safe zones is for you to stop taking damage, not for you to be regaining health. And I feel like people miss that sometimes. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm really beginning to wonder if this is doing anything. Aha! That's a bunch of nonsense right there. Wait, did we do it? Okay, that counted. Thank you. I appreciate the fact that that counted. Good. Good game design. Thank you. If we talk to him again, I think... Yeah. If you say no to this, I think he just repeats the story, but I love the phrasing bananas out of our ears. Again, the recurring joke is back. Hello. I'm getting real sick of you guys, gotta be honest. Same plan? Why did you... unlock? Oh no! Where did you come from? Ah! That's what happens when you panic. I have no idea where that big guy came from. So, time for dumb complaint number... what are we up to? 3, I think? I'm pretty sure it's number 3. So, here we go.
Why is there an ammo system in this game? All it does is annoy the player, and it's so stupid and pointless. Oh my god. Why do you even have this?
Well, the reason you have this is because currently the Dark Beam is our best weapon to use in the light world, and it's going to stay that way for a long time. So if we didn't have an ammo system in this game, we would be using nothing but the Dark Beam just all the time forever. And that would get really, really boring, and there would be very little weapon variety. So that is my statement number 1 as to why I think it's totally fair. And currently we start with 50, we'll be getting lots more. There's ammo upgrades you can get, and they will be extremely useful. To continue the silly complaint number 3, I think people tend to miss this tooltip or something. I don't know, that's the only explanation I can think of, because everyone's like,
Oh, it's so hard to get ammo back.
like, oh my god, I can never have enough ammo. Well, just kill enemies with the opposite beam, and you get it. It's pretty straightforward. Oh no, okay. That did not work. Oh, damn it. Oh, that was close. Ooh, careful. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Got our 300 as well. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. That was a weird noise. And yes, you jam bananas in your ears. You read that correctly. The running joke continues. For real this time, though. And yeah, there's Mike with the banana ears. God, that joke is so stupid. Get out of here, Mr. Bulldozer. Why are you even here, buddy? Ow. Alright, I really need this. Thank you. Mr. Bulldozer, you gotta go. Please, you take so many hits. There we go. Ah! That's one way to deal with that problem. Shield. thank you. Health, thank you. There's a lot going on right now. We lost that shield immediately, but that's alright. Just keep running, it's fine. Yep, just gonna keep going. There's no problem. Oh no, I really need to go up now. Just gonna go. Alright, it's fine. Don't panic, everything's fine. See, all good. We survived. There was no problem there. Don't know what you're talking about. Speaking of music, though, I feel like this is a good time to point out something interesting that I did as part of my uni course. So I took a screen music class this trimester, and in that class you have to write an essay about a movie or game, and on the list there was a prescribed list, or you could possibly pick one yourself. On the list was The Legend of Zelda, any game in the series. So of course it made perfect sense to me to pick the one that I've been, I say playing lately, but you know, it's been a while. So yeah, I went for Majora's Mask, because hey, it's my favorite Zelda game for one thing, and I've been playing it lately, so I thought, let's do that, it'll be fun and interesting. So I did. And it was actually a lot of fun to write. Never in my life did I think I would enjoy writing an essay. But it was actually pretty cool. Yeah, so basically I went and analyzed a whole bunch of different songs in the game. My argument was that the music, I guess, adds to the atmosphere of the game, which is pretty vague, but it let me talk about a whole bunch of stuff, so I was like, sure, let's just say that. Let me see, so I basically, for each paragraph, I just talked about a specific song and like what it does. So yeah, the first thing I talked about was the Clocktown music, and how that changes based on what day it is. Because I thought that was pretty interesting, because you know, the whole game's about saving the world from a scary moon, and the music gets notably more darker as the days go past. So I was like, that's a cool thing to mention, so I'll talk about that. What else was there? Then I talked about the battle music, and how that fades in when you're near enemies. I thought that was pretty cool, and it's like, hey, I'm mentioning how the game mechanics affect things. Ooh, it's good stuff. Points. Score. HD. I did not get a HD. Anyway, yeah, so I talked about that. Interesting thing, because here's something we had to do, is we didn't have to, but I thought it was good to, I thought it would be good to transcribe most of the songs that I actually referenced. Now, I could have, you know, just looked up charts and everything, and just like reference them and put them in that way, but no, I was stubborn and decided to transcribe them myself. Ooh, I wouldn't say that was the best idea, because it got difficult, some of them. But it also meant I discovered some things about some of the songs I actually mentioned, which was cool, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize this and that and the other thing. But yeah, so I transcribed pretty much all of the songs that I referred to. So with the battle music, one thing I found really interesting, it's time to alienate anybody who has no interest or doesn't understand music theory, which is probably everyone who watches this. Interesting thing with the battle music I found is, let's have a listen right now, in fact. Come back, I need to hear music. So it starts with like a dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, which I found out to be, it's actually triplet quavers. And then underneath that, you've got a semi-quaver rhythm going on, so it's kind of these two wacky rhythms that shouldn't work well together, but they kind of do anyway. And I was like, hey, this weird rhythm creates tension and stuff, because it's a fight, and I don't know. Yeah, so that was kind of interesting to learn. I was like, I never noticed that. That's so cool. There's nothing there, huh? That's alright, let's move on. What did I talk about after the battle music? Oh, it was the main area music, because, as we've seen in each of the 4 areas you go to, being the swamp, the mountains, the Great Bay, and the mysterious 4th area we haven't got to yet, you may notice the melody stays the same, but it's all the instrumentation that changes, and I was like, hey, this supports the, like, overall theme, but it's the instrumentation that changes, and the instrumentation changes to support the, like, I guess, aesthetic of each area, so that's really cool, yada yada. And then I believe, let me think. I started talking about some of the temples. This is the compass, right? Yep. I talked about... So I started with the Snowhead Temple. I skipped over the Woodfall one. I probably could have talked about the Woodfall Temple music. But really, what could I have said? Like, it's chanting. There's chanting in it, and it suits the, like, I don't know, tribal feel of the level. I probably could have said that, but I was like, that's kind of lame. Let's not talk about that. But Snowhead was really interesting. So I talked about Snowhead. Excuse me, I don't appreciate that. You know what, can I just do this to kill them? Yes. Okay. Infinite magic, everybody. I liked Snowhead because I found it, every time I ever listened to the song, I found it really hard to like pinpoint where the beat is in the music. So I decided to try to transcribe it. Oh my goodness, was that a bad idea? I'll have to put up a transcription in the video here or something, because my goodness, you're probably looking at it right now and you're like, that doesn't look too bad, but my goodness, that was so hard to work out. It really was, my goodness. Because it's like slightly out by like a semiquaver or something, I think. And it's so weird, and that creates this just weird feeling of, ooh, I don't know exactly where I am, which really suits the, like, I guess, loneliness of the temple. It's really cool. So yeah, I did that. I also did this temple. Yeah, I talked about this temple. And the main thing I found really interesting, and again, was not something I realized, is that there's an interesting thing with, like, these multiple different rhythms happening at once. You've got two different what's called iso rhythms happening at the same time here. You've got these two semi-quaver rhythms going on, and they're slightly... they finish earlier than they should, I guess. Like, you've got one in a group of 3 happening, and you've got the other one in a group of 5 happening. This will make sense when you see it on the screen. And I was like, oh wow, I never noticed that. That's so weird. And again, such this weird rhythm happening really suits the, like, loneliness and uncertainty vibe of the temple. And it's just all this interesting stuff that I never noticed in the music until I sat down and tried to work out what was happening. It's really cool. Alright, anyway, let's get back to the essay story. Where was I? So yeah, I did this temple, I talked about that. Then I talked about the next temple in the game, which I'm not going to talk about now, because that would be spoiling things, and we can't have that. I'll get to that when we get there. I talked about... what was after that? I believe it was the boss battle music, which I actually discovered was really interesting. Because I discovered there's, like, multiple different time signatures going on. Like, I think it starts in 7/4 or something, and then there's a 6/4 bit, and then it's like a 13/8 bit towards the end. It's something really weird like that. And I was just like, whoa, that's crazy. So that was another really interesting one that again, I just didn't realize was as complex as it was. Where was I? And then the last song I talked about was the Final Hours theme, which is the theme that plays when you have 6 hours left, which I don't think I've actually let happen in this LP yet. Oh, well, no, that's not true. I did, like, at the very start of the game, but we would have only heard that song for, like, a couple seconds at most. So I'll definitely have to show that off, show what I did for that when we have more time, when it happens again, which it will eventually. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Like, it was a really fun essay to write, actually. Never did I think I would enjoy an essay, but I did, because it was about games, and it was about a game I liked, and I found the music to be really interesting. So yeah, there you go. So I think it might be time for Dumb Complaint. Oh, what are we up to? That's 4 or 5, isn't it? I want to say it's 4. Anyway, today's Dumb Complaint.
Duh, all the environments look so boring. There's already been deserts and swamps in every game ever, oh my god.
Well, check this out. You've got to admit, this is pretty freaking cool. Just look at it. It's all futuristic and awesome. I absolutely love this area. It's definitely my favorite area in the game. That painting's wiggling at us. It's an actual enemy. Probably could have seen that one coming. Lots of spike balls. Oh! That did not move. I swear that didn't move, man. I did not see that one move. Damn it. Oh my gosh, I did not even see that. It would have been on the map, I just wasn't paying attention. Oh, I do not like these guys. Go away, man, seriously. Oh god, I activated another one. I see that portrait. There you go. Alright, nice. Ah, I didn't see that one though. Damn it. Ow. Why? Oh, get out of here, Mr. Painting. Get out of here, I didn't even see you. There we go, there's a nice platform in the middle. There's a painting that I didn't see in time. What in the world? Whoa! Jesus, that scared the crap out of me. Oh my god, no thank you. Wow! Every time those things get me, man. Well, okay, not every time, but more than should be happening, they get me. I just kind of guessed that that was one that time. Oh, I did... Every time they get me, don't they? Every time. Just attack every painting, seriously. Ah, what even... The stupid paintings! It's always those big paintings, isn't it? Gosh. Ah, okay. Ah, I missed the chest and straight into you. That's good. Get out of here. Ooh. It's been a while since one of those got me. Alright. Oh gosh. It's about time that got me, isn't it? Does seem that way. Oh my gosh. No! I didn't even see those ones up there. Come on. Ah, that was dumb. This room sucks. Are you seeing this crap? Good God. Just go back and try again. Jesus Christ. Oh, are you seeing this? Honestly. That was awful. Good God. What a terrible corridor. Oh. That was shocking. But we got there. I ended up using the Death Soul to just clear out the Medusa heads and stuff. Man. No! Okay. No, 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 no. Please. I would be very, very upset. Oh. Roll. Damn it. At least it doesn't poison us. Stop it! Cheetah! Oh, it's toxic as well. Ah! Stuff you. That is stupid. He shouldn't be able to do like 2 of those in a row. Ah, I was like 1 spell off. Damn it, man. Oh my god. I'm never gonna figure out the timing on that. Stop it! Oh, now we have this to deal with. Oh my god, why? Please! You jerk. Oh my... 4 in a row. 4 in a row. Can we go for 5? Thankfully not. Alright, well for now we'll do the woohoo and hoo-hoo, and then... Wow, that was a weird sentence. And then we'll grind up the beans we need for the other one. Okay, this one. So basically, yeah, we're gonna go into a painting. This is probably the closest thing to a Super Mario 64 Dark Souls crossover. Oh my goodness. Yep, there you go. That's enough of that. Okay, we beat a boss. Amazing. So I guess we can progress on. We can keep exploring. I suspect we're gonna die immediately, but I guess let's go to the Land of Darkness. I'm wondering if there's an intended order in like what areas we're supposed to go to next. I have no idea, but let's try this first. Yeah, cool. Nice, I like that. That was fair placement, that was. We gonna make it? No! Alright, we'll use an MP potion. Anyway, as we backtrack a bit, there's a topic I've been meaning to possibly address. I wasn't sure if I wanted to bring it up in this game or in Prime 3, but you know what? I thought let's address it now. And that is, it's a question I see come up every so often when people talk about the Prime games. Ooh, what are you? Yeah, there's a topic that tends to come up when people talk about the Prime games, and that is the eternal debate, I like to call it. Is Metroid Prime a first-person shooter? And I am firmly in the no category. To which I hear you probably think, but it's in first person, and you shoot things. So why isn't it a first-person shooter? Well, that's a very good question, isn't it? To that I say, I think the shooting isn't necessarily the main element here. Because once you call this game a first-person shooter, you're putting it into the same genre as that of games like, you know, Call of Duty, Halo, Battlefield, whatever else. And if you're going to compare this game to games like that, I think that is very, very, very incorrect. But yeah, if you're calling this game a first-person shooter, you're putting it into the same category as, you know, other big AAA games. Like, I remember there was a friend of mine, or a friend of a friend, who just mentioned Metroid Prime in passing. He was like, oh yeah, I really liked it. I was like, yeah, that's really good. He's like, oh, it was so much better than Halo. And I thought, but they're like pretty different games. Because the thing with a lot of your average first-person shooters is their single players are very, very linear, right? You're going through the motions of these same levels. The story is very, like, spoon-fed to you, I suppose. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, I'm just saying that's what tends to happen, is the story tells itself. You don't really have to explore for it or anything, if there even is any exploring to do in those kind of games, which I find there rarely is. Then we look at Metroid Prime, and we've got this kind of open-world, explory, you know, look around, figure out where to go next, fight some enemies along the way, kind of deal. In terms of gameplay, however, there's even a lock-on function. That's not something you see in first-person shooters, is it? And like, I guess I can see where people would think the comparison comes from, but I don't agree with it. I think it's just not, you know, correct. But yeah, like, let's put this into a bit of a different perspective, shall we? Like, let's look at another Metroid game. Let's take a look at, say, Super Metroid. What kind of genre would you say Super Metroid is? I think most people would probably say adventure game, right? Side-scrolling adventure game. Maybe if you're weird, you'd call it a platformer or something, but not really. And you say that because the main elements of the game is the adventure, right? The exploring. The sort of... Well, I mean, it is linear progression, but you're left to your own devices in that game, right? What you probably wouldn't call Super Metroid is a side-scrolling shooter. To which I say, hey, why not? It's side-scrolling and it's got shooting elements. You shoot enemies, you jump around a bit. The reason you don't say that is because if you do, you'd be putting it into the same category as something like, I can't even think of anything, like Metal Slug or like 1942 or those old arcade games. And would you believe that is incorrect, right? You probably wouldn't call, you wouldn't put Super Metroid in the same category as games like that, because it's just the gameplay is so vastly different. And that's kind of what I'm trying to get at with this. Metroid Prime is, in my opinion, an adventure game, not a shooter. And if you think it's a shooter, well, I strongly disagree with you. You can think whatever you like. I'm not saying it's wrong. It kind of is wrong, but I'm not gonna, you know, bag you for it. Be like,
Oh, this guy thinks it's a shooter. What an idiot.
but it is a bit, you know, a bit incorrect. Let's be real. Oh no, oh gosh. How did this happen? It was about time this happened, isn't it? Hello, controller. It has apparently completely died. Don't worry, I got a cable. Are we good? Okay, we're good. Why? I just charged this not very long ago at all. I don't understand, but we're just gonna keep it plugged in, I guess. It's good to see the game pauses when that happens, or that could have been, you know, kind of bad. And now we have a hilarious moment, ha ha ha, we can all laugh about it. Yeah, you try that. That would probably actually make us lose one of our humanity if we got hit by that. What? 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 As if. Didn't I just say, like, a couple minutes ago, I've never... Okay. Alright. Is it like Let's Player's luck or something? What the heck? I wasn't even I've heard stories of people farming for, like, hours trying to get one of those. And we just got it. Like, what the hell? That is absurd. That is absolutely crazy.